guys, and welcome back to Heart of the Matter podcast. My name is Sherry J, and I am your host of this podcast. I am so excited to be back on this lovely Wednesday evening. And if you're new to the podcast, please drop your name and just say hello so I'll know that you are here with me. This podcast, we talk and focus a lot on social epidemics, a lot of things that go on in the community, especially the Black community. We do talk a lot about those different things. We really talk about like fatherlessness. We talk about just general things that affect our Black community mainly, but a lot of things could be overall. But just to give you a synopsis, that's what we talk about here. And so the topics that you're going to be hearing are normally going to be centered around, things that are affecting our marriages, our lives, our families, things like that. Right. So if this is your first time coming to the podcast, welcome and please come back. We love to hear your input and just to grow together. We want to talk, create dialogue so that way we can understand each other. Communication is so important. And I mean, communication can actually break a marriage up, right? Communication can break a friendship up. And it's so important to have it. And so that's why I believe, it's good to have this dialogue amongst each other because we're communicating, and then if we can communicate to each other where we both understand what we're saying, then we can actually become better, right? We can become better. But if what we're saying is just going over your head, going over in one ear out the other, then no, we probably won't get any better because nobody wants to actually accept the communication, right? So it takes work to actually get it. Communication is work. Yeah, I don't know where that came from, but that was just my spiel. But yeah, so I just want to say hello to everybody. Hey Mina, Tonya, Merrily. Hey y'all. I appreciate y'all for being on. And over here on Instagram, hello all who's here. I appreciate you guys for joining the live on today. Hey sis, hey Val, hey Prolific. Hey, you did say you're gonna join. Okay, great. So I'm happy you guys are here. Um, I don't know, y'all. I was feeling that jazz music. Let me see if I could play it low. Oh, I'm gonna try to turn it down a little bit. That's okay. Commercial came up. That jazz was like sounding so good. I was playing. I was like, I want to keep playing that. But nevertheless, yeah, we're gonna end it right there. Okay, guys. So it's February. Happy February. And we know February, before we get into the topic, right? Before we get into the topic, February is our month of Black history. It's a month to celebrate us who have, our ancestors who have created things, who have did inventions, who have just been such a blessing to this country, not only this country, but everywhere, right? We're everywhere in the land. We're in the four corners. And so because of that, we do want to shed some light on what some of our Black ancestors have done in the past and just give some, kudos to them, give them their flowers, even though, yeah, I don't know if that was the right saying, but sorry, y'all. But just, acknowledge them and to, while we're on the live. So we're going to do that. Mina actually made a great PowerPoint for me, which I'm so excited. Like she gave me a PowerPoint. She took her time out to make, just come up with some people that we really don't hear a lot about and that we really don't discuss. So I'm going to show them before we get into the topic, and then we'll go ahead and discuss the topic. Okay. So hopefully you guys will be ready. Let me just pull this up real quick. How are you guys doing? Let me know. Like, I really want to check on y'all because life be always life, and it's always something going on. It's always something going on, right? I'm telling you, like, it'd be a lot. Instagram, what y'all doing over here? How's life going for y'all? How's everything? Let me know. I really care and I really want to hear. All right, let me pull up this lovely PowerPoint. Let's see here. Okay. All right. So this is and it's so beautiful. Look at this, y'all. Historical figures, our history. Mina is so creative and she's so neat with it. It's like the way she does things. It got to be so proper and right. Okay. She's very tedious. She takes time. So she does a lot of tedious things. She's like, "Okay, I gotta do it this way, that way." Very precise, which I love. So we're just gonna acknowledge somebody, that this one I think you may have heard of. You may have heard of Mr. Woodson before, but we wanna acknowledge him for the great things that he's done, um, in our society. I'm gonna bring him up. Let's see here. So, yeah, so Mina created this for me, and I'm so excited. It looks so nice, y'all. Don't it look so nice? Historical figures, our history. I'm sorry, I thought y'all seen that before. But so we're gonna talk about Carter G. Woodson. We just want to shed some light on what he's done. I know we probably have heard of him in the past, but yeah, let's just look at it a little bit here. Hopefully you guys can see it. Let's see. Yeah, you guys can see that, right? Okay, I see. Uh okay. So he said life is good. Janae said it's so cold in the D. It is cold. I can't wait for spring. I'm not accepting groundhog talking about we're gonna have another 6, 7 weeks of winter. No, I don't receive it. Nope. So let's jump into Carter G. Woodson. He was born 1875 to 1950. He was a scholar. That's awesome. So he was actually born, it says he was born to Anne Eliza Riddle and James Henry Woodson. Both were former slaves. His father was illiterate. However, his mother, Anna, was taught to read by her mistress. Right. Okay, that's good. The Woodson family was extremely poor but proud in spirit. I wonder if is this where Charles Woodson comes from? Now, if Merrill's on, he might know this. I don't know. But, Woodson, remember Charles Woodson back in the day? I used to love him in football, off topic, but he was a black guy. But I love Charles Woodson. Like, I don't know if I liked him because he was cute, like back in middle school, but I remember that name, Charles Woodson. I wonder if they're related, but yeah, that may be his ancestor or something, or his great, 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 great grandfather. All right. So it says he helped out a lot of families I'm sorry, he helped on the family farm when he was younger. He worked in a coal mine as a teenager. He was very hungry for education. He was self-taught. He mastered common school subjects by the age of 17. Do y'all hear that? That's excellent. Woodson worked as a teacher and a principal before obtaining his bachelor's degree in literature from Berea College in Kentucky. Wow. So it looks like he took after his mom or one of them. It looks like one of them was a teacher. I thought. Maybe not. I don't know. I got to go back and read it. But he became a teacher. That's good. So he later traveled to Europe and Asia in addition to earning his master's degree from the University of Chicago, becoming the second Black American after W.E.B. Du Bois to obtain a PhD degree. I never knew that. So he was the second Black American. Wow. That's so lovely. Now we have probably, so many more Americans or Black Americans who have their PhDs, y'all. Kudos to them. So it says he later joined the faculty of Howard University. Okay, he went to Howard, eventually serving as a dean of college arts and sciences. Unfortunately, he was barred from attending the American Historical Association conferences despite being a dues paying member. That's bold. Woodson's belief was that the white dominant historical profession had little interest in Black history. Don't that sound true even today? He saw African American contributions overlooked, ignored, and even suppressed by writers of history. Wow. So he said that our information, that our writers, I'm sorry, it says, I'm sorry, I'm trying to make sure I don't lose my spot. Even suppressed by writers of history, textbooks, and teachers who used them. So even the contributions that we made, right, to history, wow, even back then, look at this. They were overlooked, they were ignored, and they were even suppressed, is what he's saying. I mean, that's the same thing that's been going on. Like the history that we're taught is only the history of being a slave. We're not really taught the history of like these people, like what they did. He had a PhD, right? Don't you think that if we teach our young boys that, you can get a PhD, you can do that, right? Look at Carter G. Woodson. He did that. If we teach our young men and women that it's possible, then I think there'll be more go-getters. I think they'll want to be, um, you know, doctors and lawyers, and they want to be all of these good things if they know that, listen, that's where they come from. They come from good stock. But a lot of times we don't educate our children on that, and we just send them to school. The school system doesn't really educate our children on what contributions our black ancestors made, right? They're not going to educate that in that type of way. I even remember going to school, like, maybe you'll get snippets of this, but you will get more of the slave story. So just imagine coming up all of your life, all you're getting is the slave story. How would you feel? And in a dominant world, a dominant world, if everybody else is a different color, you're going to feel like you're nothing, you know? And if you don't have anybody to speak into you, speak life, and to say you are more than a conqueror, no, you are loved, you just give you positive affirmations every day, then you can definitely fall victim to crime, going to jail, different things like that. So, yeah, this is definitely good. Let's see here. Let me see if y'all said anything. Rita said, hey, okay, hey, Rita, hey, TT. Okay, y'all, we almost done. We're just going over some history, y'all. Okay, just a little bit. So let's see here. So Woodson realized he would have to create a separate institutional structure with the funding from several philanthropic foundations. Woodson founded the Association of Study of Negro Life and History in 1915 in Chicago. Woodson's devotion to showcasing the contributions of Black Americans bore fruit in 1926 when he launched Negro History Week in the second week of February to coincide with the birthdays of Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass. Okay. Woodson's concept was later expanded into Black History Month and marked every February since 1976. Woodson died in 1950 at the age of 74 from a heart attack. His legacy has ever since lived on every February when schools across the nation study Black American history, empowering and educating Black Americans and others on achievements of Black Americans. Okay, that's good. So, because I have heard of Carter G. Woodson maybe in school, like I said, I've definitely heard of him. Maybe not so much of the others, but yeah. And this is a picture of him. Okay. Those who have no record of what their forebears have accomplished lose the inspiration which comes from the teaching of biography and history. Ain't that's good? Isn't that true? All right, that's our Black History Month. And that's true, guys. We've lost so much because we don't understand where we came from. We don't understand what came before, who came before us, right? We've lost so much because of that. And in order to gain it back, we have to actually go back into the history, right? To get it and be willing to learn. And sometimes we got to teach ourselves. So, don't be mad if you got to teach yourself because it just ain't going to be taught, right? But that's our Black history rendition. Yes. So stay tuned next week. We'll do that again. We'll talk about somebody else that you haven't heard of and give you some insight on what they did and our ancestors, Black Americans that came before us. And so that way we can recognize them because they're definitely important. They are the reason why we're here today. They paved the way. Okay. All right. So hi, RK. What's up? He said, "Hey, been missing y'all's awesome content. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. Because Lord child, Lord Jesus, it be so much. But I appreciate you saying that. Yes, so we're gonna jump right in. I know y'all's like, okay, history, y'all need this history. This is why we're repeating everything. Um, did I say hey Rita? Rita said, hey, beautiful ladies. Okay. All right, y'all, let's jump in. I don't got a lot for y'all, right? Not no whole videos and stuff like that because this topic is so self-explanatory, right? I'm gonna explain to you how I got to the topic. Now, listen, um, I like Clarissa Shields. Well, I have nothing against her. Let me just put it this way: when I first saw Clarissa Shields, the first time I saw her was when it came out with Remy Ma that she exposed her, that she was talking to Pap and things like that. So I heard about that and I was like, oh man, because I thought they had already divorced. I thought Remy and Pat was already done in divorce. And then I found out then that they were still living together. I'm like, what? Because she said in some text messages that, oh, he's still at my house and he doesn't want to, treat her a certain way. And, he has another girlfriend somewhere else. And it was just a whole bunch of mess going on, right? That's my first time hearing of Clarissa Shields. I think everybody heard about her around the same time. Am I right, guys? Is that when you guys heard about her? I know that's the time I heard about her. And so I didn't really think negative about her, like, at first. I don't really think negative about her anyway, but I didn't really think negative because I guess I was thinking they were divorced and they were not. So that's the first time she came out, and when I heard the news, I'm just like, "Okay, well, maybe, they're moving on and getting a divorce," right? So I'm like, "Okay, cool." Now, again, I knew Remy Ma had already stepped out. I didn't think that was a thing either. I thought that Remy Ma actually was, gonna get back with Pap too. And then let me back this up. Before even this happened, y'all know, do y'all remember the Black Love event that Heart in the Matter podcast had in 2023? And it was so nice. If y'all remember that, right? Do y'all know I was trying to get Papoose to come? Do y'all know I was trying to, like, I was gonna pay, like I was trying to pay. I was trying to figure out how to wait, but he wanted like $7,000 to come because I felt like he was the image of Black love, which at that time he was, right? A few years ago, this is before we found out Remy was cheating and he was cheating. I was trying to get Pap to come to our Black love event because I felt like the way he treated his wife, the way he portrayed to treat her, as far as like, just being very sweet to her, very nice. This is my Black queen, all the Black love, right? Power couple stuff. The way he treated her, I love that. And I love that for us as Black people because we don't see that a lot in relationships, We don't see that, we just love each other, So I was trying to get Papoose to come to our Black love event, but he just was too expensive. And I'm like, okay, well, you know what? Next time. And then this news all broke out that, of course, Remy cheated. And I'm like, oh Lord, Black love is ruined. I was like, Black love is really ruined because Pap is no longer the figure of Black love because Remy left, she cheated, and this it's just over. And so when I heard of the news of that, I was very sad because I did like them as a couple. But no, fast forward now, I just became aware of Clarissa because she was a boxer. And again, I have no issues against her. But I do feel, and let me know how you guys feel. I feel like, until the marriage is fully dissolved, I don't think they should actually be in public. I think you should actually keep your relationship separate. And I do know I've heard that, Remy Ma had came out a couple times doing different things. And I think she's wrong too. I won't say one person is wrong and the other is not, right? Both of them are wrong, you know? I mean, at this point, the question is dating while married, is it acceptable? Do you guys feel like if you're married and you're separated, right? Do you feel like it's okay to go date? Do you feel like it's okay to go get another man or woman while you're still married? Because what technically you're separated. So how do you guys feel about that? Let me know. I want to hear from you guys. Hey, Alan. Alan, what's up? He said, add me so I can talk about terrible Remy. Remy, it's Pap ain't cheated on her once. Hold on now. Alan, don't come on here. Don't come on here beating Remy Ma down. I'm not trying to beat either of them. Okay. He's a terrible Remy Ma. I'm not trying to beat him down. I'm gonna add you, but please, don't just do her like that. I'm just saying both of them wrong at this point because although yes, she stepped out, he has stepped out too, right? They both stepped out at this point. Two wrongs don't make it right. So we can't say she just wrong and he's not. She did it first from what we know. We don't know everything. I've heard a few things that I don't know for sure is true or not, but I'm going to send you the link, Alan. 1 second. Remy do butter. Okay, RK, hopefully I can call you RK. He said, "Okay, listen, sometimes people hold other people hostage in that marriage to deliberately keep the other person from moving on." Okay. You know, um I understand that point. I really get that point because that is true. Now listen though, if you've ever been divorced, right? How long does it take for you to actually complete a divorce with children? Because it's two different divorces. One is a divorce without children. One is one with children, right? It's two different time frames. So tell me, how long would that take? They've been again. This news broke out, I think, in 2023, where Remy Ma actually cheated, right? And from then, it kind of progressed that we found out that, they were no longer together. So how long does it take for you to actually move on and actually divorce if that's what you're actually doing? I do get that people hold people hostage, but there's no way you can hold somebody hostage for 2 years. That's just not possible. there's just there'll be measures that you can take, right? I just don't feel like that is the case. Okay, so I'm on Instagram. Val said, but she cheated first, right? She did cheat first. Yes. Um, I wholeheartedly believe she's wrong. She's definitely wrong. Why would you cheat? And then, the guy she cheated with, oh my goodness, that's a whole nother story. We ain't gonna talk about that. But yes, she cheated first, which was absolutely wrong, right? And especially if she cheated first, she should have went ahead and filed the papers if she didn't want to work it out. So yeah. Alan, here I come. Let me send this to you. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Janae, Mina said, unless there was a separation order in place, then that's different. But I do know that order varies in different states. Okay, right. I get that, but a separation is just like a legal thing to allow you to still do, stuff for the kids. You obligated to still do this and that. Kind of put things in perspective on what you need to do, what the husband still needs to do, or ex-husband. While you guys are going to the while you guys are about to get divorced. So that's totally different from the actual divorce, right? They've been going through this since like 2023, I believe. Alan said no, he ain't step out. He had his pride destroyed and he recovered. Okay, is that what it was? Okay. Let me bring you on, Alan, because I want to hear what you got to say. He had his pride destroyed and he recovered. So he recovered by actually, getting Clarissa Shields coming on and like coming out with her. Is that how he recovered? I don't know. Let's see here. Merely said Remy did the man dirty. Whatever Papoose does is no problem with me. I know it ain't no problem with you. No, I understand that. I understand that, but listen, now if this was the other way around, if the man cheated first and the woman went to cheat after he did her wrong, y'all will be saying, well, the woman ain't got to cheat. She can't do everything the man gonna do, right, y'all? So come on, y'all got to be fair. I get it. Remy did do the man wrong from what we know because she has said other things, right? So we don't know that. Oh, okay. Let me see if I can get Alan on. Alan, 1 second, okay? I gotta send a link to you. I knew y'all was gonna be on Papoose side. Now listen, I ain't saying that I like Papoose. I've always Papoose, but I just think that it is a little tasteless to um, you know, until you're divorced, even with the woman, like even with Clarissa, until they're divorced, I think I would keep it private, right? So everything doesn't have to be broadcast. So I think I would just keep something private like that until everything has been settled and over because again, all this stuff is on record on how you move, and just have a little dignity, respect still, because from what I heard is they're still living together. So how are they really trying to divorce if you're still living in the same house? You can't tell me Pap can't go get another place, really? Because she insinuated something to that effect about him not getting his own place. I honestly don't think he wants to really leave Remy. I really don't think he wants to leave Remy, and that's why it's I think he's maybe holding on because she's maybe thinking she's gonna change. That's why I feel. I just get that from him that maybe he's like, okay, she might change. So let me hold on and just do what I do. I think that's what it is because I think if Remy would just say like, okay, Pap, I'm gonna take you back. I want to be with you. I think he would take her back. I honestly do. What do you guys think? I think that. I sent you the link, Alan. RK say can't grant understanding for the woman and condemn the man when he does it. No, no, I'm not saying that, RK. What I'm saying is two rights don't make a wrong. So listen, when I say this, if a man cheated and the woman cheated back, everybody would be on that woman like, well, she ain't had to step out. She a woman. She held to a different standard, right? So now the woman cheat and he cheat back. Now it's like, well, I'm saying I want that to be equal, right? That's all. I want that part to be equal. I'm good. I'm good with what I'm saying? Like neither one of them should have cheated. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, two wrongs don't make a right. That's all. I see Alan, he ready to come on, y'all. Brace yourself. Alan, what is you doing?
Man, are we serious right now? Ain't no both nothing. Okay, like I
Oh
said
Lord.
before, bro. She cheated clearly, bro. The whole with a battle rapper. Okay, with buck two teeth, bro. It didn't even make sense, bro. She was completely bottom of the barrel. But now she out here wearing stuff she ain't got no business wearing because now she trying to go back and be outside out here at 40. Looking ridiculous, okay? The reason why black love is the bigger the black love ain't happen no more. She the reason why that's the case. It's because she decided that after 8 years of getting held down, okay, oh now I'm a cheat now when I get a little smidgen of relevancy. Like, come on, bruh. Okay, you see me coming out with the same songs. How many times you can perform all the way up? I mean, how many times did we go perform all the way up, bro? Like, come out with something new. Okay, just like that. Now she got a lame dude in the background that ain't nothing that like Pat, and Pat recovered. Like I said before, let's get to the point. Pat recovered being with Carissa Shields. No, he ain't cheat. Okay, so I don't know where this he cheated, she cheated. No, she cheated. Okay, they separated and he moved on.
They're living together though.
I mean, she moved fast. I mean, she's Carissa.
No,
Okay,
I'm saying him and his wife are still living together.
man, they don't live together. Man, they don't live together no more.
They
I don't
do.
even hear
They had
that.
text messages saying that she said he lives there. That's how she went to his phone and called
No,
it out.
Remy might be a messy. Them text messages probably 3-4 months ago, and she over here making it seem like it was recently. Nobody, he ain't texting her.
Listen,
He got
you don't
Carissa
remember
Shields. She riding that thing from Timbuktu. He ain't worried about no
why?
Remy Ma no more.
Okay, so why hasn't he moved out? Is my thing.
I mean, shoot, if he pay, it's my house. That she gotta move. That cheating that cheating Babylonian, you know what, need to go. No, she don't get to stay in the house. You don't get the perks of a good woman. Good women get to keep their houses in divorces, not cheaters. When they get thrown in the streets like the loose Babylon women that they are. Okay.
Oh my God, Alan, I think the house is Remy's, and he's still living there because she said
the house ain't Remy's. I mean, what drug money she paid for 8 years? Who paying the rent for 8 years when she was locked up because she would have stabbed somebody over $1,000? Huh? Where was that at? No, he paid that rent. That's his house.
Child, Alan be on 10. Alan, what you be doing?
Loving life. Loving life. Life is good. Ain't you loving life? Hey, God is good.
You do be happy. Okay, let's go to RK. He said she even made a record bragging about how she moves. She made herself really look to double down on her beat. I agree with that. I don't have a disagreement on the things Remy did. Like you said, the way she was dressing, I'm like, come on now, that's sleazy. You too old to be doing that. You got daughters, you got children,
man, out here looking like an angry man.
Yeah. Oh my God. But I mean, there's no excuse for what she done. I'm not excusing her behavior, right? At all.
I know you're not sure. I know you're not because you are a high value type of female. I value you, so don't ever get that twisted.
Yeah, I'm not. I just want to bring it out, like, and I'm just using them, right? I'm just using Remy because in them, not Remy, but Pap and Clarissa. I'm only using them just because it was convenient, right? It was convenient, right? Man. But this is going on every day. Marriages, everyday households, and sometimes there's not even infidelity. There's just somebody,
then it's money. If it ain't infidelity, then it's money.
Right, but what I'm saying is it's becoming normalized. Like, okay, if we're separated, right, then I can date other people.
My thing is if we legally separated and actually like y'all do the whole thing, the whole 9, then yes, in retrospect. Now, in retrospect, I still y'all not sleeping together, so like it's just like where you gonna get it at? Like,
you don't know what they're doing. They could be still sleeping. That happens.
I mean that is true. I mean, if I was separated my wife, I still would try to smack if I was separated from my wife. So I can see that absolutely.
Val said on Instagram, she said, "In the eyes of God, it's adultery." It is. Thank you, sis, for saying that. It is adultery.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you want to, I mean, my thing is, I ain't gonna argue spiritually. I guess that is what it is on that. But I'm just saying, I ain't about to be starving out here. I have to repent. That's why God said He loved us. Jesus paid it all. I'm going to baptize myself in Jesus' name.
Lord. At least you know to repent. That's one good thing. Janae said that's a messy situation, and both are moving off emotion and not logic. So things are not being thought out clearly.
Man, Pat thought that out. He thought that out all them 8 years he was having sex with his wife, and he was holding her down.
Now we've heard things. They've been floating some things around, like that Remy
Yeah,
having.
now that Remy cheated, now guess what? We're gonna make Pap a cheater too. This the same black woman tactic to always make the black man a cheater and make it, and she be the victim at the end of it. It's the same tactic.
Oh Jesus, this is funny. Look, everybody laughing at Alan. They like Alan. Everybody cracking up. Tony said, "Alan, breathe."
I'm all good, man.
It's just Alan. This is he just be on 1,000. That's all. RK said, "I bet Remy don't run up on Clarence."
I bet she don't. I bet
She
run up, get done up. What Glow say? Run up, get done up.
she can't run up because again, she gonna get hurt. But Remy, Remy still about that life. But yeah, no, of course she's not
She ain't
gonna
about that life now. She about that life with them Instagram models. She ain't about that life with Carissa, Miss Quote Shields. Yeah, she ain't about that life at all.
Oh Lord. Let me see if I can show this picture. Let me see. Now this is the picture, y'all.
I love it. Look,
no, listen, a lot of people were saying that Pap didn't
look at
look
that
like
loyal, beautiful black woman.
a lot of people were in the comments were saying that he didn't look like he was really that's where he wanted to be.
No, it was 40-year-old women saying that, and 50-year-old women
Excuse
saying
me? Excuse me?
that hood rats that love Remy Ma, and I hoping Pat didn't land on his feet like he did. He done landed on his feet. He done held it down. He got a young tenderoni doing his thing, and she over here ripe and been with the same dude for 10 years, so she ain't been out here smashing no celebrities, none of that. She went right to the right dude.
No. You know, hold on, no.
Now she living life, dog. So that's
Alan,
what's happening. He
she was
recovered
engaged.
just fine. That nigga landed on his feet. He knocked it out the park.
She was engaged, Alan. She was engaged. Remember? It's like she kind of left when she met Pap. She was engaged to a guy, and all of a sudden,
it makes sense,
Pap
bro.
broke off.
It makes sense. As a normal guy, it is what it is. You're gonna lose that shit. You're gonna lose.
She was mad. She was, Remy Ma was only with that one guy, him. So
man, no, she was obviously she probably was in jail smacking the female too. That's what she probably was doing.
Oh Lord. This is a funny show today, y'all. Yes, sir. Say that, bro. The justification tactic. Now, listen, I'm not really justifying anything she's doing. Like, I'm not going to justify either side, honestly, because we know that both sides are wrong.
But see, that's what it is. Like, Sherry, like, y'all never just called a black woman wrong, though. Like, that's the thing. Like, I get the facts of it. Hear me out. I know it's by technically you want to say with it spiritually, okay. But y'all never just say the black woman's wrong in the scenario. Okay. And Remy Ma had the best black dude that held her down, loved her through and through, loved her when she was ugly as hell. And then before she got the surgery, okay, loved her through that. Okay, loved her through kids, loved her through stabbing people, loved her through not seeing her for 8 years. All that stuff, bruh. There's no excuse for that. It was no excuse, period.
Okay, let me be the first to say it.
And you're not saying it's an excuse, but it's like she's the brunt of the problem. She's the problem.
Yeah. I agree wholeheartedly with you, Alan. Remy Ma was totally wrong for stepping out on her husband. I don't know everything that happened inside the marriage, which sometimes make women step out, right? But she was totally wrong. I agree. She was wrong. She should have, from what we saw, he did everything right. From what we saw, we wasn't in a marriage, but we saw on the outside he did everything right. And so from that standpoint, she's definitely wrong. Like that's what I'm saying. I was sad when I heard it. Like, Remy, come on now, really? So I agree. She's wrong.
That just like I was hurt off of Will and Jada. Like, I was like, goodness gracious, man. I can't believe I was glorifying that relationship for 20 years. The devil is a liar.
But see, that's why you can't glorify relationships.
Oh, I learned it. I learned it. They taught me forever. I will never do it again.
Never glorify because people, they make it look so good and then something else is going on behind closed doors. Because even in a marriage, you don't really know what's going on in the marriage. It may look good on social media, but in the real life, it's just going crazy. You don't even know. So you never want to glorify somebody's marriage or, I think you can admire things like, okay, I admire that, but to just, glorify, no, it just because you're disappointed when they fall, and most people do fall. So,
Oh man. Like I said, now I'm gling the right shit. Angela Bassett and Courtney Vance.
Those who have
Washington, Miss Washington. Now I'm focused on the right stuff.
Yeah. Yes, they have something. It seems like, I don't know. Some people be long marriages and you like, wow, not them either. But yeah,
the only one that I say not them is that Sherry Riley, but the one that's on Abbott elementary that says she don't live with her husband.
Oh, her. What? Oh, I did see that they live in separate homes or something.
Yes, that
They've
that
been
need to be
there
a whole
for
other
years.
topic. That need to be a whole other topic right there, Miss Sherry.
Well, let's talk about it right now. I mean, listen. I mean, honestly, you know, I hate to
Go
say
ahead
this.
and say it. Look at you. It sounds
I
great.
know
It
you
sounds
see
wonderful.
me,
Go ahead and say it.
but
Say it. Say
no,
it. Say it. Say the shit.
look
Say
at
it.
your face. I mean, I don't know. Listen, the man have a man cave, right? The women's
Yep.
supposed to have their women, whatever. So I think it's like similar to what they're doing. I think.
Man, no, it ain't. No, it ain't. Sherry out here getting some side payments. Okay, I don't
No,
care
no,
what
no.
that
I'm
is.
just saying. I'm not saying for me, but I'm just saying. Like, I know. Hey,
Man, no,
they
no.
30 years
And let me
in.
tell you something. If my wife let me get a house to myself, I'm going to have a side girl. I'm going to have a side
Well,
piece.
maybe he's
Like,
loyal
what
and
are
he
we
takes his
talking about?
marriage seriously. So you're telling me you got to be in the house with your wife the whole time for you to be loyal to her?
No, that's not no that's what you're not gonna do. You're not
Okay,
gonna make it
if I
like
got
that.
a
See,
whole house by
that's
myself,
being
I'm about to
clever.
warn.
I'm saying if she don't want to live with me, Sherry, and she wants to have separate households, I'm gonna think she doing it. So guess what? I ain't about to be out here looking like Will Smith. Okay,
So what if
okay.
it was his idea to do that and not hers?
Man, no, that was a black woman type. The only thing he accepted to go along with it. That was her idea.
Oh Lord, I don't know. I know they've been married for some years now.
They
So
have been married because they've been cheating on each other. They've been enjoying it. That's exactly right. They've been
oh
married and
Lord,
cheating, married and cheating, married and cheating.
you was crazy, Mary cheating. I can't take you, Alan. Janae said I'm crying at Alan. RK say it, brother. Accountability is kryptonite.
There
We
it
take
is.
it, we take accountability on this show, right?
Yes,
Me
we
and all
do.
the ladies,
Completely, yes.
we are taking accountability. Like, no, seriously, on a serious note, right? What do you guys think
Yes.
about open relationships and marriages? Like,
To
I'm
me,
starting to see more
I
people
think
say
that
that.
when the man get it with a female and his female and with a female is straight, I think everything else is trash.
If a man get, huh? What'd you say?
I'm saying, okay, let me say it again. Okay, and like I said, if a man can have ladies, okay, and she like ladies, okay, then that now that'll work that way because both like what it is. Okay, we ain't getting spiritual with it. We talk about real life. Okay, if you talk about,
Spiritual is real life.
I'm just saying, but both doing it where she get plowed out. Okay, nah, it don't work, bro.
PG.
It never do. Like when the Adam dude, that Adam 22 dude, when she was just having sex with females and he was just doing it. Sorry, I'm just going there. We there. Okay, when that was just the rule, it was all good. Then when he be like, oh, you know what, this isn't fair. We should let everybody do it. He done let her get plowed out by this Jason Love dude. Okay, penis is longer than this whole
Okay,
screen. Pause.
PG.
Okay, I'm just saying pause. Okay, she let that happen, and now she don't even want to smash him no more. See, that's what happens when
Yeah.
females cheat. They can't cheat regularly. See, when we cheat, we more gracious. We treat with a woman that's less than you. Okay, that's less than you. Y'all would have cheated with LeBron James and shit. Like, bro, why you cheating with that? Then, like, cheating with a regular nigga, like I would cheat with a regular female. Y'all be inconsiderate, like.
Now, and that's why you can't do it because look what just happened. Okay, now she got somebody else, and you looking like really? She only wants.
No, but that's why you can't allow another man. Another man should be smashing the female. If it was the other way around, it'd be all good.
Listen, everybody don't go that way. So,
I agree. I'm saying in that agreed relationship, I know I ain't got that scenario. I'm just
right.
saying if you in that, the only ones I've seen work is man with two females. That's the only one I've seen work.
Well, listen. Okay, so let's maybe word it another way. Why do we think I guess going to more open relationships, not even that. Because
Because nobody can be monogamous. Monogamy's too hard for people. And since all these females is out here celebrating being side chicks now, okay, they already sexually got 20 partners by the time they hit 19. Okay, so now can't no one man satisfy them no more.
So now, okay, so that's the women, right? Can't no one man satisfy the woman. So now she needs to have multiple partners. And so she's okay with the open relationship because it's like, okay, I'm used to just being with this man, that man,
Being
right?
thrown around, being a bust down. Absolutely. Okay, absolutely.
Oh my goodness, it's too much. So, okay, so now it's more open relationships because the woman has become okay with
Yes.
having other partners. So it's
Yep.
her fault. right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Yes.
This is blame the
Because
woman
the woman
part.
dictate dating. The women dictates dating, and you always will hold that responsibility. Men will do what women will allow. If every woman in the world said, I'm not smashing a married man, men would never cheat. If every woman in the world said, I'm not going to smash the dude I know that got a girlfriend, I'm turned off, I'm not going to do it, no man would get vagina. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, women dictate the sexual marketplace as well as dating.
I had to clap that up for you, Alan. That was good. That was good. Like that point, I definitely agree with because that you're right. You're right. You know, the women hold the key to everything pretty much.
And,
If
and,
you
and I want to have one more thing that
Mhm,
proves my theory. Remember when Spike Lee did that movie Chirac,
mhm,
and he went to that tribal, he went back to history, and this tribe had wars and everything, and every woman in the tribe decided to not have sex, and the rival tribe decided to not have sex with their men. Okay, and they did
mhm.
it. But the war that lasted over hundreds of years stopped in 30 days.
Yeah.
That's the power of women.
That's how powerful. You're right. Alan, you are so right. Women have actually lost not lost their power, but the understanding of the power that they have. Like it's
Absolutely.
true. Like you said, you rather become a side chick or be like, well, you can have your side, I'm gonna have my side, versus just, you know what I'm saying, doing it the right way and
Yep.
understanding that if you put your foot down and say, these my standards, if you don't like them, then you just, you know, and that's what it's gonna
Absolutely.
be. You got more
Absolutely.
power in that. So you completely agree with that. I think that if you want an open relationship, I think you that you know that's you, right? Again,
Mhm.
I don't that's your preference, but I feel like it shouldn't be in a marriage. That's my whole point when I say when it comes to
That's fair.
marriage, why
That's fair.
would you want to take something that you didn't create, but a system that God put in place and say, you know what? Well, I'm going to do it the way I want to do it. No, just don't get married.
You
Have as
know,
many people as you want.
and I actually completely agree with that kind of. I would say I would want it open if I was in that scenario until we got married. Then it's like forget all that extra shit. Sorry, forget all that extra stuff. Okay, like why not? That's supposed to be the jump for me. That's when you like we had our fun aspect. Now let's enjoy each other.
Well, listen, you know, I can't promote
I know.
know, fornication. And we have values on this channel. You know, we
Yes, yes,
believe in
we do.
Jesus
Yes, we
Christ and the most high God. So we can't
do.
promote
Yes.
what you do is what you do on your own time and your free will choice. Okay. But
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying, Alan. Like, you know, but I just say that I just think when it comes to open relationships, I see a lot of couples, even married couples, opting to do this. And it's like,
Yes.
you
Yes.
didn't create marriage. You didn't establish it. Why are you trying to change it and now come with all this other stuff? Oh, well, let's do this now. Let's no. Well, just
And
stay single.
yeah, you're leaning on your own understanding, which is what you shouldn't
Exactly.
be doing.
Exactly. Just stay single because when you go to that altar, it's you and that one person there.
It
It's not
is.
you and other people there saying, "Hey, we promise to do this." It's just y'all two.
Yes,
And
it
so the
is.
covenant is between two people. You know, just don't make it if you can't keep that covenant. Merely, I knew he was coming. I agree with Alan. Polygamy was
Oh man, hey, it was in the Bible. It was in the Bible, bro. That was the greatest time right there, boy. Two wives is
right.
the greatest thing. But anyway,
Lord.
sorry.
That's a whole nother topic. Janae said women control sex and babies. Men control access to relationships and marriage. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me bring a message. Okay. Okay, women control okay. Well, control babies. Well, I mean,
And they do because y'all can kill them. Sorry, you just can
no,
if you don't. Or
okay, they can. Yeah, okay. Okay.
and we can't say anything about it
But
as
not
long
the
as it's
making
your
of it,
body.
honestly
You're
though.
yeah.
The making is two people because the making of it is both of y'all. Both of y'all could do something to prevent it or not. And sometimes when it is even you try to prevent it, it doesn't work. So, you know. But yeah, I mean, okay. Okay. I give that to Mina. Let's see. RK says sadly a lot of men got the polygamy thing messed up and just looking at it from a sexual perspective when it's not even the most important aspect of it. Seriously. Oh, I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, expound on that.
No.
That's good.
I agree. It's about the fellowship between a union and with that union most of the time the wives never interact between each other. So yes, I believe that that part has been perverted into that sense. Okay, that meaning that it's all threesome basically. That's not the
All about just
traditional.
us having sex and just going.
Yeah, that's not the traditional polygamy, nor what the two wives are there for, the sister wives are there for. So in retrospect, I understand exactly what we're saying. I was just speaking on the fun
Yeah,
part of it, okay? But
right.
that part is the rest of it. Yes,
Yeah, because a lot of most of the time when you hear men talking about this, they really want to do it. They only want to do it because it's like I get to have more women here, a woman here, a woman there. I could just have multiple women. I don't have to be held to a standard to be like I got to be monogamous. I can't cheat. That's most of the time
see,
you see that.
no, Sherry, that's what y'all believe.
No,
The most men.
honestly, when I see the guys on the platforms talking about it, that's what they're talking about. You know, that's what they want. Like seriously, they're not saying like what he's saying. Like what? I'll have a wife doing this, and then y'all work together to bring the kids or whatever. They're not saying
Absolutely.
nothing like that. It's all about just the bedroom.
Well, I mean, well, one, the bedroom sales. Okay, two,
Yeah.
okay, they're also trying to get clickbait to try to bring people to bring viewers and bring more money, bring more advertisement. So nobody cares about the domestic part of the relationship. They care about the juicy, spicy part of the relationship. So what I'll say is, I've heard more on all of it because I've actually seen people in the lifestyle. Okay, and very much be very prosperous in that lifestyle, and I've seen three income polygamy where both women want to work and they want three incomes for the man. So that's a new modern thing because that's not the traditional polygamy sense. But I've seen both. I've seen that one, and I've seen man doing everything with two wives. Okay, and I'm just saying like none of the sexual interaction stuff has to happen. They're not just lesbian. They're not lesbians because they're in that type of union.
Right.
That's the biggest misconception. The traditional one is where they normally too you're in separate houses. I see a lot of men do the duplex thing, like they got a one big house, and they're like it's like a section of the house is like the section ain't small, but it's a big section of the house. You know what I mean? So I've seen that aspect. So I've seen the real deal of it, and like I've seen more prosperous ones than negative ones. It just comes down to I know God's law, you know what I mean? That's what sucks. But I'm not saying it sucks. It just that aspect to what would actually help the black community this would really help it. And it sucks that it's something that would help it and it's cliche or it's always tainted to something perverted or it's going against God's way of order of things. You know what I mean? But in our community, it would very much benefited a lot.
Well, I mean, you can still do it, right? It just can't be in a marriage. So y'all, people can still do it and benefit from it, right?
True, but if it's to me, the marriage is what really makes it more than just sex to me. Like that's kind of like that's what really like that's what separates it. Like that's what if you marrying those two women, that to me that's really showing that it ain't just about that. Like it's really
Well,
about love and affection for both of them.
okay, but that's not the standard of marriage, so that's unfortunately doesn't fit, so that's what I'm saying, just do it outside of that, and you still have your I'm not condoning it, I'm just saying just do whatever you feel, right? It's right. But what about the two women, the two women who had or the woman who has, like, 3 husbands now? She's doing it too, right?
No, I do talking about the polyamory, the one
Yeah.
the husbands are bisexual. So that I guess if you like
I
that,
don't know what they are, but I know
they are.
she
I mean,
recently added another husband, like
all I'm saying is they like each other. So
I know.
so so that's be if you're okay with that, then you're okay with polyamory. No polyamory when females with two males agree to that, then they're gay.
So listen, but that's gonna help our family, right? And help black
How
people.
would it when black
I'm
women outweigh us 10-1 and black men go to black? No, you see, you're trying to make it. It's not the same. Like the numbers don't equate to it. Now, if it was 10 to black men to one black woman, you would actually be correct. No matter how the ego would be upset, the numbers would back what you're trying to say. The numbers don't back. It doesn't work
I'm
like
just
that.
saying, when they go like that, it's like I think it's disgusting. I wouldn't even want to have another like y'all like I'm out. Y'all like each other. I'm out of here.
Yeah,
That's
and she like it's cool. I ain't worried about. They like me.
Right. It's just I don't even know what type of mindset she has at this point, but just throw
She's
it all.
terrible. She's a Jezebel, Babylon. That's what mindset she has.
Well, for sure. That's a lot of them here, of course. RK said, I personally think one woman's emotions is enough. Forget trying to deal with two. I like that comment. That is like,
Speak for yourself, RK.
no, RK, he on point though. You have like seriously, like honestly, it is a lot. If you really in tune with your woman,
I would be
it is a lot.
I would be very happy to deal with that journey. Okay, that journey would be fine with me.
Okay, you got two of them acting up at the same time,
and they can talk to each other. That's what's good. They can talk to each
no,
other.
they're acting up towards you.
And that's fine. Then they can be mad with each other and talk to each other. They got a soundboard to talk to while I go downstairs. And everything, they got a soundboard to talk to. They can get mad. Girl, I can't believe he did this. I can't believe it too. They ain't got to call no ghetto hood rat friend to make them leave, or I can leave. No, so it's all good. Then they can calm down. And I'm gonna go handle business.
Lord, listen, it's not gonna work, Alan. You're gonna be with one woman and you're gonna do the right thing. We already know. They said laugh out loud. So who's allowing multiple marriages within a union? Right. Nobody. We're just talking hypothetically.
Oh wow.
People aren't allowing marriages, but they're doing open relationships. So they are like, okay, husband, you can date other women and talk to other women. Just let me know. And then I could date other men. I'll let you know. That's what they're doing. A lot of that's going on.
Gonna get plowed out and then go to your husband like
hold on, but how is it different? Okay, I get it.
We're out here, bro. Like that's just, bro. It's like that, bro. You weak, bro. Like you are not a man, bro. Like you not. Bro.
You want to get plowed out? This is funny.
That's crazy, yo.
I'm saying that. Lord, hey LC, she said heck no. Okay, what you saying heck no to? You came in on the end. Honestly, listen, y'all. I just feel like again, marriage is between two people. When you sign up for it, it's just y'all two and God. So we can't keep adding all these people to our marriages, and then
can't keep adding all these people.
Keep doing all this. We gotta worry about our souls. That God is watching us.
And that's real. That's like, man, like that. If I were from the things I would do if I wasn't worried about my soul, like that.
I'm telling you,
my God, like the things I would do, bruh. Like the things I would partake in. Okay,
start thinking about it. Okay, so
you're right. I got to, babe.
You just got to listen. I'm telling you, like you got to think about that. Is it worth it? Is it worth eternal life somewhere you don't want to be because
No, it ain't. But man, the monogamy, like 3-4 women at once, like what? Like that's how, like you know what? That's tempting. Like that's
so it ain't worth it because listen, they didn't call men had heart attacks while they was in the act with the mistress.
Never that, man. I would never do that. But then that would suck though, because you ain't got time to repent. Like, oh shit, nigga,
that's what I'm saying.
You die right there, like nigga, damn, nigga. Like,
that's my point. You die at the time in the act, or after you done, you cheating on your wife or cheating on your husband, you get took out of here. You don't know when you're gonna have a heart attack. And then guess what? What you gonna say to God? Well, God, I was just I stepped.
God, I mean, that cat was a fire. God, I don't know what to tell you. Like, what? Now you about to go to the lake of fire?
Exactly.
It's just I would have God savage like that. Like, I would have. He like, what? Like, just turn around, cuz. Just turn around. No,
I'm telling you, I believe he gonna be like, depart now. I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who you are.
I don't think he'll say, I like depart now. I don't know you, no shit. He gonna be like, man, cuz, if you don't, bro, I don't even know why you up here. Like, I don't even know why you came up here, dog. Like, I want him talking like that.
I'm just using the words that he say, like that's his word, but he might say something different. Listen, I'll be reading. I'll be like, dang, Jesus was a little gangster. He was like,
bro, I don't know. Everything. He said, y'all trying to profit off of me. He went to take everything down. Like, this over, party over.
Now,
y'all trying to make it somebody he's some lamb just because he went to Calvary. Like he ain't seen 10 plagues in Egypt and then tore the whole thing up. Like, y'all like Joshua didn't happen, Battle of Jericho, where everybody plunged to their death after they walked around 7 times. Like y'all better stop acting like God was just Calvary. Like he wasn't a whole savage out here.
No, yeah, God was definitely merciful. That's the thing people don't understand about God. God's merciful. He give you grace. He's loving. He's kind, but he is judgment. He's just
that wrath. when you get
He
to that
on
last, it
it.
ain't fun, dog.
When it's time, he giving it to you. So you got people just be like, "Oh no, he just loves us so much." And he does love you, but guess what? He gonna judge that sin. He gonna do
He
it.
is. He is.
So yeah,
Like they, I hear like everything you done, like gonna be put up on the thing. He gonna be walking down with the why it was wrong. Like damn, like
like
you
we
just
show you
seeing
a
all your
video.
stuff. Like what the hell? Like,
You're gonna be on video with your threesome.
oh
And
man,
like, now was this you? Can't say it
I'm
was you.
I'm gonna
Face
be like,
right there.
yeah, God, man. I mean, I mean, it was two twins to the bed.
Mark.
Like I'm playing, I'm just playing.
You going to the other door. Bye. No, like,
Yeah, God, just nigga, go to hell, nigga, go to
Lord.
go. Oh Lord, Lord, forgive me,
Arcade
Lord, forgive me.
says, he said to each his own, as long as all parties have an understanding of their roles and functions.
Very much so. I believe communication and honesty is the main one. That that's the only way that's gonna work. Either way.
But honestly, if in the marriage, if all parties have the same understanding, that's going to work and turn out beautifully. It doesn't work when there's no communication, the same things, and all parties just don't know what they're supposed to be doing.
Very
So
true.
that's
Very
why it doesn't work. If everybody just focuses on that in their own marriages, the marriages will work. It's just that most people don't. They got people in their ears, you know what I'm saying? They ain't been trained on how to even be a husband or even be a
true.
wife or anything. You know, this stuff takes training. It doesn't just come because you become one. You have to have a training. You got to have somebody like a mentor or somebody that has wisdom that can speak into you. If you
I
don't,
agree.
you're just
Yeah.
it's gonna be a disaster. I'm telling you, it's
You're just
gonna be
gonna
a
be out
disaster.
here. You're just gonna be out here. Like when you ain't out here, when you ain't got no guidance, man. People without no guidance, man, they perish, man.
They just be doing anything. You looking
Yeah.
like, why would you they just living on a whim. Like whatever makes me happy today, okay, I'll do that. And those are dangerous people. They have no
Yeah.
structure, you know, and that's terrible. That's a dangerous person who has nobody over them, nobody to rule them, and has no structure. So yes. So this is a lovely topic, y'all. You
Mhm.
know, and me and Alan joking and stuff a lot, but we never telling anybody to, go out, get you
Nope.
2, 3 men or women.
No, we're not.
We ain't
That's
telling
not
anybody
at
to
all.
cheat, on their
This,
husband,
this is just
wives.
nicely debated. I'm
Yeah.
holding love. I got one woman, so y'all, it's all about debate. That's all.
Yeah, that's it. We just having a good dialogue talking about, our marriages, our dating while marriage is it more acceptable now? And it is. We know it's being more accepted now, which we know again the world we live in is fallen. So a lot of the things, the rules that God have put in place are already actually, you know, going backwards of course. Again, I have no issue with personally, with Clarissa or Remy Ma or whatever, I just think that they, all of them should just get it right. And if you're going to do something, sometimes it's best to keep things hidden,
I
like,
agree.
even with Remy, it's best to keep
Eh,
things hidden than to let it come
oh
out.
God, yes,
You know what
that's
I'm
the
saying?
main thing. You could have just left Pap and be like, we'd have been like, oh, what happened?
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
and left it at that, bro. But no,
Yeah.
you want to be out here publicly with a battle rapping dude, bro.
Right.
Like, bro, like what? Like you at the events like a 20-year-old, like and
I
standing in the
was
crowd,
yeah. She was dead
like.
wrong with that. When I saw like, it's like, and I hate to say this, but when I see him, I'll be like, "Remy,
And you can say that. Hold your girl accountable. Like what? Death
look."
over Pap. Like you can say that. Like you
Like,
can
I
say
just be
that. Like
like,
would we not? Okay, if Denzel worse left his beautiful wife for
"Hmm?"
some just young chick, you know how that next wife would get destroyed. Okay, that she would get destroyed. Women would hold him completely accountable, but we
Yeah.
can't hold Remy accountable to say that she clearly lost in this exchange.
Yeah,
like,
she
like,
is. She ain't
like,
I ain't gonna say she winning at all. She not winning with that. Like, I
okay,
just and
they
then the way he be
completely and utterly
talking,
lost.
I'm like, "Ugh, no. Why?"
That's what I'm saying, nigga. And I get like he ain't buff or nothing, like bro. He just like bro.
He
He's
just
like, come on,
I just
man.
don't feel like I don't know. Again, I don't know him personally, but I just but honestly, you gotta think this way. Anybody that would actually date somebody while they're married, you only gonna get back what you given, right? What you put out. If you're not
And when he
getting
done,
anything,
and when he done clouting off her ass, when he done clouting off her tail, he gonna get rid of her and get a young chick like and
and
she and
nobody
she
knows.
and then and already go already that's what it is. And I'm saying, and I guarantee Pat gonna marry Carissa Shields. Go ahead and hurt me.
I don't
I'm
know
quoting
about
it now.
that. I did hear that he was a little bit different there. He was didn't treat her that well at the, like, it was like almost like he was the prize and it was her fight. And like, so I seen a couple people mentioning things that's
They mentioned the people that's bitter that practice
no, they
women.
wouldn't.
All I
But
saw, no,
no,
let's talk about it. All I saw, and I ain't trying to do it, but I'm saying all I saw was him open the door for her, get out the car, walk her in, put his arm, publicly show her affection, kiss her on the cheek, walk her into the locker room, perform, and never got in front of her in the performance. He stayed behind her the entire time, hugged her. She got ready to go to war. She came out. He helped her out the ring and did the same thing. Well, who are these people that saw what?
I don't know.
I
You know,
saw
people were
happiness.
there, right? People were there. It was,
Oh,
you know,
wow.
so
Here we
I'm
go.
just saying what people.
Here's the thing. Pat is loyal. He gonna be there. He don't want to be outside. He got money. You damn right he the prize. So I'm gonna say that even with Carissa Shields. So yeah, he is.
What? No, she's making all this money now. Come on now.
Money don't make you the prize as a woman. That doesn't make you the prize as a woman. What make Carissa Shields a prize is that she's loyal, that she's not outside. She ain't got a whole bunch of bodies. And Carissa also know how to cook. Carissa know how to cook. And now her having money definitely is a bonus, but that ain't the same thing for a man that it is for women. Women got to stop thinking like that.
No,
that
I know.
Don't make her a prize because she's making more money than Remy. Her character makes her a prize over Remy.
Well, we don't know all the way, right?
Man,
because
I know.
One thing I didn't.
Better than hers.
We don't know that. We don't know these people personally. We're just going off what we see, right?
I bet she don't never embarrass Pat like Remy embarrassed Pat. I bet she don't never do that.
No, she probably won't ever do that. But it was something about, I guess, you know, Clarissa was talking to Remy too. I think that was wrong. You know, she was talking like in her inbox.
Nah, she was having her man's back. Nah, she was
no. I'm saying before this, right?
No, I mean Remy sucks. She ain't no. She's not cool. She ain't nice. Okay, you daggone right. She probably had a problem with her somehow. Remy got a problem with everybody.
I don't know, but it was almost like, I guess they were going. She was like trying to be her friend, and then finds out that she's, you know, she was talking to her husband. I think so. You know,
but man, no, that's a story that Remy Ma fans made up. Okay, no, Remy Ma cheated. He left her, and it got with Carissa. Beginning, middle, end.
Okay, we're gonna leave that story there. RK said yes, he did all of that for Clarissa. I thought that's what men are supposed to. No, that is. And that was great. I'm just saying, you know, what the people were. I was reading some of the comments, and people, I guess, that were there, they said, no, I saw it. I felt the energy. He wouldn't her, stuff like that.
I'm gonna find that comment and I'm like, what energy did you get that same energy from your baby daddy?
Why you gotta do that?
All right, I
LC clapped and she's laughing. But no, again, I have no gripe with them. I just wanted to bring this issue out and just happen to use them to do it because, again, we're seeing more of this. That's all. All right, Alan, see you.
See you.
Alan's so funny. I love when he pops in. But yeah, no, this is, again, not just like either one of the ladies, Remy Ma or Clarissa. You know, both are, you know, great women in their own way. I just feel like, you know, next time, you know, you can keep things private if it does come down to that you are stepping out. I understand things happen, you know, that sometimes you don't want to happen, but you're in a situation that, you know, at this point it's too far and you can't control. But I just think that, you know, just keep things private. And I think that's what they were trying to do until Remy did out it, right? But I just think in a perfect world, which we should be living in, right? Or trying to strive to live in, you know, never step out, you know, on your marriage. We know that, right? If you can't work it out, then leave, right? Separate. And if you are separated, that doesn't give you freedom to just date anybody. That doesn't work like that. And if you do it, then just know that the same foundation that you're setting, right, is the same foundation that your relationship is now built on. And if you are on a shaky foundation, you already know that foundation ain't going nowhere. So just remember that, you know, how you got a person is normally how you lose that person. Right. And so in marriage, in relationships, it's always about a good foundation, always about that. And so if the foundation is shaky, most likely it won't last. But Elsie said right. But that's all I have for you guys, you ladies and gents. Thank you so much for coming out. Please share the live, and also next week will be we have another good topic for you guys. I forgot what it was, but we'll definitely share some more about the Black history that Mina sent me a PowerPoint for, and we'll definitely talk about somebody else because it is Black History Month, so we do want to acknowledge our Black Americans who have contributed greatly to, our society, and things that we may not even know about them. So we want to, just talk a little bit about it, and um yeah, and we'll talk about the next topic next week. So I appreciate y'all. RK, thank you so much for coming on. Please come back next week. LC, appreciate you. Everybody, Mina, Rita, everybody, Tonya, love y'all, and thanks y'all. Thanks again for coming on. Everybody on Instagram. I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, everybody who came in on Instagram, again, we appreciate y'all for coming out. RK say awesome topics. We can definitely take something from these particular scenarios. Yes, thank you. And that's the whole goal here, is just to not take the scenario and duplicate it, but just take away the nuggets that you need, right, to be a better person. We don't want to do that. We're just showing you an example of it. But we all need to be better, right? So Tony said, "We love you, boy. I love you too." Okay, guys. Until next time, I will see y'all later. Make sure y'all stay prayed up all week. Okay, love y'all. Bye.